Hello everyone, and welcome to this video about creating your own smoke cleansing or smudging kit. Now, the word smudging recently has been subject to some debate, and there are some people who feel like it is a word that belongs to an indigenous culture and it is a closed practice. So what I'm going to describe in this video is what I mean to be smoke cleansing, which we can all do and can all make really good use of, using smoke to cleanse your space or your person, to remove bad energy and that sort of thing. Typically you can buy kits online. They often involve a beautiful abalone shell and maybe a sage stick in a bundle of white sage or some Palo Santo wood. Now these are really beautiful things, and they do a great job, but they come from all over the world, and I do quite like being able to DIY my magical tools, and I also like to feel connected to my ancestors. And I'm from the UK. They would have access to the things that were natural to the UK, which white sage wasn't, and I've never seen an giant abalone shell wash up on a beach either. So what I've got is my own sort of quick and dirty, if you like, smoke cleansing kit, but things that have been gathered by me in the UK. So here we have a smudging stick or smoke cleansing stick, which I have made. Now this is made from herbs I've grown in my garden, so they're filled with my own intention. This is one made of rosemary. You can make them out of lavender for peace. Rosemary is good for protection. You could use sage for just general cleansing. And basically, I'm not going to make a video on how to make one of these, because what you do is you cut a bunch of herbs and you squeeze them together as tight as you can, because they do shrink as they dry, and then you just tie string around them and hang them up to dry. Once they're dry, they're good to use. Be aware that, particularly with rosemary, it can be a bit bitty, which brings me on to the next bit of your smoke cleansing kit. Now, if you buy a posh smoke cleansing kit, you might get an abalone shell to put it on, and it works really well as a gift from Mother Nature, because the shell works a bit like a giant ashtray to catch the cinders as they fall off. However, like I said, I've never seen one wash up on a beach in England. What I have discovered on a beach in England is massive oyster shells, and they're everywhere if you go to the right beaches, and they'll work just as well. I mean, this is a lovely way to combine the elements. If you think about it, you've got the 4 elements here. You've got the water with the shell. You've got the earth of the herb. You've got the air of the smoke and the fire of the incense as you light it. And so you can find, these big oyster shells are 10 a penny on the beach, and, free. So not even 10 a penny, but you're free. You've got herbs in your garden. Maybe buy a bit of string, and then if you want a bit, you can waft it with your hands as you're walking around cleansing your space. Or if you want to, you can use a feather, and you can buy beautiful feather fans and have all sorts of symbols. You can make them, you can carve them. Here I am. This is a goose feather. I found this on the ground. I gave it a wash, and it works brilliantly for wafting smoke around, and it will do the job just as well. And what I wanted to make this video for was just because I think sometimes we get caught up in needing all the right gear and having all the right stuff, when actually you've probably got most of what you need either knocking around in your house, or you'll find it when you're out in nature. So hopefully this video has been useful to you. Look, it's just an oyster shell, herbs in my garden and string, and a feather I found. Significantly cheaper than anything you'll buy online, and hopefully does the job just as well. I love to connect with people, so do let me know what you thought of this video. Do leave me comments. I love to hear what you think of it, and I hope you found this useful.